Hi, I'm Megan. Today I wanted to talk about some content and creators that I enjoy watching, and I want to hear what type of content do you enjoy watching? So mostly I like my top is favorites and empties. But the thing about empties is I feel like you can only find good empties with smaller creators because larger creators just aren't finishing products, right? They try them for a very short period of time and then they don't really finish them. And they say, like, oh, it's so impossible to finish things. But honestly, like, it's not that impossible. Or to make a large dent in things, like, yeah, like I obviously concealers and stuff like that. Like I go through quickly, but like, like I have things for under a year and I can finish quite a bit. Powders can be kind of hard, but I don't know. Large content creators act like it's impossible, and smaller accounts, they just have smaller amount quantity to work with. And so I just really like knowing, like, when someone really uses up a product, like they can tell me like all about that product and their real thoughts on it. And even if they say, like, I don't know if I would buy this again, but I loved it during, I completely understand that because there's a lot of products that I don't buy again, even though I loved, just because I want to try new formulas, right? So I really enjoy hearing about people's empties. And I also really enjoy favorites. But I don't like the way most people do favorites videos. So for favorites, I want to hear about your current favorite products. I don't care if you discovered them in that same month. I don't care if you've talked about it 3 months ago in a favorites. I want to know, like, yeah, this is my holy grail, like, eyebrow pencil, and I'm still using it, right? Like, this is my favorite. Or, like, throughout the time, because I want to see in multiple videos that you talk about the same product before I go spend my money on it. I have a very limited budget to spend on makeup, and so I don't have time for you to like only mention something once and me not really know, like, did you actually love it? Did you love it for 3 weeks? Because when you love something as a big YouTuber for 3 weeks, how many times did you wear it? 3 times? Like, I have some things that I loved and then I wear it a different season and I hate it, right? Or, like, hey, I had some hit and miss days. Like, I used it with this and I used it with this, and this is how I like to mix it and what concealer pairs with it, or whatever it may be. I want to hear about that in the favorites. Like, this is my favorite. This is like, I wouldn't use it for this, but I would use it for this. And I want to hear about those things so I can really figure out if I think that product would be worthwhile for me. And I feel like people just go, oh yeah, I bought this last week and I love it. No, I want to know for a sustainable period of time that you really liked it and when you didn't like it. So I think that's something I would like people to change. There's smaller creators I also think do a better job on that than bigger creators, but I think bigger creators have the ability to do it. I just want them to tweak it. I also I don't love tutorials, but I do love tips. So watching a full tutorial on an eye look, like, I would rather just watch it on Instagram real quick, right? Oh yeah, that's how they built it. But a real like tips, like, oh, this is how you do this skill, or this is how I perfect this. I really like that. Or, hey, like, the corner of my eye, like, water, so it gets a little crusty, or the makeup smears, like, this is what I do to make that not happen. Or, like, that type of thing I really appreciate, or how I evolved my using different skill sets. But a lot of times tutorials, instead of teaching me anything, it's just showing me an eye look, and I guess I don't really need that. I also, oh man, who doesn't love a good chatty get ready with me? And I think larger creators do better usually with that. And probably because I'm more invested in their personal lives, so I know what's going on. So I'm like, yeah, update me on that, as if we're like close friends. So I really like that. Let's see. Lauren May Beauty does a great job. She she doesn't buy all the products she talks about, but she'll like put a picture of it and she'll talk about it, and she'll talk about the color story, if she likes it, if she's interested in it, if she's not interested in it, and she just compares things. And I really appreciate how she does that, because she's found a way to frequently upload and to frequently talk about makeup, even if she doesn't own it, but not in a way of like sometimes like, I'm not going to buy that. What is that called? Anti-hauls. Like, they anti-haul things for, like, and it's really mean and intense, and you don't even know the makeup. But, like, sometimes it's like, oh, like, I know I'm not going to use that color story, right? Or this color story doesn't make sense for me. Or I've combined these colors and I have this palette. Okay, I'm not going to buy it. Or like, I know I didn't like their last item, so I'm not going to give this a chance. And I think sometimes like those anti-hauls I really like, because I feel like people explained their process, but I hate when people are like, not this, not this, not this, and they don't tell me why. They're just like kind of hating on brands. And then let's see. Oh, commentary videos. I really like commentary videos rather than drama channels. So Smoky Glow does a great commentary. She talks about makeup brands, holding people accountable, everything like that, but she's not there to spread the tea or anything like that. She's really there to explain her thoughts on it. And I just really like how she approaches things. And I think she does a really good job of standing up for what she believes and things that she's interested in the community. So that's something I really like. I have a really hard time. So creator wise, like, who do I like to watch? I have a really hard time with who, like, big creators versus small creators. Like, larger creators usually just have a better setup. A lot of times they're way more comfortable with, and I don't know, I just feel invested. They have great personalities. They do a great job of how you put your personality in it to make, like, they're really, that's their skill set, right? That's why they have millions of people following them. So I really appreciate that, but also a lot of times they don't upload frequently enough, which is hard for me, because then I can't handpick which content I actually enjoy, because there's just not enough for me. So, Katie and Desi Perkins, I really like their content, especially, like, it's interesting because Katie, a few years ago, right, like when she was blonde the first time, like, whoa, so long ago, I didn't like her content. I thought she was really boring on video. Someone suggested me, and I was like, she's just kind of boring. And she was my, like, hey, there's nothing in my feed, let me go watch her. And then she really evolved. Like, she put herself in her videos, where before I thought she, like, kind of had a shield up. And so I really like her personality, but she doesn't upload enough. And so when she does upload, sometimes videos just aren't going to be my cup of tea, but I don't get to choose because she doesn't upload enough. And I can tell by her, like, her last, she's trying to do a podcast with her husband, stuff like that. So I think they are going to try to more frequently, like, they're trying to be better at uploading in videos. So I'm very hopeful about her in 2020. Same thing with Desi Perkins. Like, I like them, but I don't always love their content. I think they should get better ideas with it. Other big creators, Raw Beauty Kristi, love her, always have. Really like her personality. She's so funny. I really enjoy watching her. I really can't go to her for makeup preferences, although we both have dry skin. She has she lives in Seattle and I live in Texas. So, like, things that she's like, oh yeah, I don't set this. And I'm like, cool, I just melted it all off. It's like 110 degrees. So those are, like, differences that I just can't. But I follow her and I watch all of her videos. Jaclyn Hill, I love to hate her. I love her. Like, I'm so sorry. Like, I love her. and I have stopped buying her products. We'll see how like long that lasts. I don't know if something really catches my eye and I end up supporting her. But I don't know. There's something about her, even though I followed her when there was a refrigerator behind her, and I just she's just too unrealistic. She's not like my life, but there's still something really appealing about her. Nicole Guerrero, years ago, I used to follow. I don't follow her anymore at all. She does not interest me in the least. And her Carly Bible does not interest me in the least. Smaller creators, I really like Smoky Glow, who's no longer it's crazy. I feel like she quadrupled her numbers in 3 months. So good for her. Lauren May Beauty is one of my favorites. Jam Beauty 89 it's on the bigger end now. I watched her when she was smaller. Honestly, she's evolving into content I just don't love, which is totally fine. I pick and choose her content, and I used to pick and choose more of it, and now I don't. And so that's just something evolving. I don't have anything I'm ugh. I used to like Rach Loves, but after listening to how some of her stuff is a little problematic, I just unfollowed her, so I don't follow her anymore. I already said Lauren May Beauty. Kelly Gooch. I follow her, but I also just pick and choose. She's a really small creator. I just pick and choose some stuff from her because it doesn't all interest me, and that's totally fine. And so, I don't know. I've been trying to find more small creators that I really like. And so I really like that Smoky Glow did all of these collaborations during Glowmas, because then I was able to find some more small creators that I really like and support, because I feel like I have gone through, I had a mini MUA thing years ago, not anymore, right? Laura Lee, not anymore. I feel Lauren Curtis, not anymore, right? I feel like I had so many big YouTubers that I loved, and then problematic or stop uploading and all, life changes. And so now I'm trying to find a lot more beauty YouTubers that I really just care about. So I would love if you guys suggested to me some more content creators that I would just really enjoy, because I'm done with only Chatty Get Ready With Me's. I want some of them, right? But I don't want it to be all my feed. And I feel like that's all some people's are. And also, I'm a real person. I want to learn about makeup that works in a real person's life, right? I go out, I want to know what looks good in person. Oh, Tati, I used to love her. And it's so sad, but after she went away from 5 days a week uploading, she obviously has less content. So I'm finding less of her stuff that I want to watch. And that just happens. So I don't know. I would love to hear your thoughts. Thanks for listening to what kind of content I like and what creators I like, and hopefully you can suggest to me channels that have the content I'm interested in, have the and I want to learn about more creators. So it was really nice chatting with you today. Hopefully you'll comment down below. Bye.